Okay, well, you know what words come next. We've been singing We Don't Talk About Bruno from the Disney film Encanto since its release in 2021. Dolores, the one singing on your screen, is a favorite character among fans. And the voice of Dolores is just as lovable as the character she plays, Adassa. She's a talented force with a powerful 4-octave vocal range that has landed her performances with Pitbull, Flo Rida, Snoop Dogg, and more. Her music career spans from urban, reggae, to Christian, to country music. She can do it all, and she does, driven by love, light, and faith. Welcome back to Studio 5, Adassa.
I'm so glad to be here.
That's impressive reading that, I tell you. Fun fact, it was exactly 2 years ago to the day since the last time you were here.
That's incredible.
Can you explain, tell me the last 2 years in one word. Give me one word. How's it been?
Miraculous.
Miraculous.
It has been.
Well, you are a dreamer, and when talking about the role that you landed of Dolores, you said, this was a dream I never thought would happen, but I never thought it couldn't. It took over 20 years to come true, but I never stopped hoping, and I never stopped taking the actions that would lead me to be ready when an opportunity like this would arise. So dreaming may not be something the everyday woman does often. How can you help us incorporate dreaming into our lives?
I think it's important to dream because it keeps you young, it keeps you fresh, it keeps you being able to have a goal, even if it's a little dream. If it's like, I am going to learn how to bake something new, or I want to use one of my talents and magnify that, and that's what I want to do. Like having that goal, it just brings light to your day, and it brings more purpose. So having a family, and trust me, with my 7 kids, I know it can become juggling. But when you do take that time out, it's like you have more purpose. You have your self-purpose, you have your family purpose. It all encompasses together.
Okay, you mentioned it. I'm stuttering. Seven children. And you and your husband work as a team. Can you maybe give us some tips on that? How do you guys work together to make sure the train stays on the tracks and everything's going well?
Well, my husband and I wake up about 4 a.m. and that's what's part of my new single, That's Where I'm At. We wake up at 4. That's when we do like our scripture study. Then he takes kids off into seminary, and then I stay home and I'll do our work or songwrite or whatever we need to do. So it's definitely a team effort. It takes a village, for real, it does. But it can be done. And so we work sometimes together in music, sometimes he'll work on the track, then I'll go in and I'll do vocals separately. And then with the kiddos, we have that time when we have to stop the world, and then sit down and have that meal together and connect. So as long as we find those moments of connection, and then those times of like tag you on, tag off, and do it, it all works out.
Connections and tag, that's what makes it
all work. It's a tag team, people.
Okay, you mentioned it. You recently released a new album, and the single, That's Where I'm At, that's the anthem for moms really everywhere. We're gonna take a quick listen.
I've got half of me in LA, half just hanging with my family, half in my 9 to 5, and half in them traffic lights. I know I could be better, barely holding it together. Thanks for asking, I'm just a person in 20 halves. That's where I'm at.
I think all of us as mothers can identify with that being split in 20 halves. What keeps you grounded from all the craziness?
Oh my goodness, I think faith keeps me grounded, definitely. And knowing that the whole purpose of my life is to be able to have that connection with my family. So even if I have a dream, I have to make sure, do my dreams align with making sure my family stays together? So sometimes even my kids will come with me if I'm doing a special event or something. I'll like fly them, let's go, we're getting on the flight together. But it does take a lot of understanding you're not gonna be 100% at everything. So it's saying, it's all right, I'm gonna do my best to be there, because what are you gonna not do? Like when you have opportunities to have a dream and live that, and have your family and live that, you have to do it all. So you just have to accept you're gonna be in 20 halves, and it's not gonna be 100%, but the percent that you do give, you're gonna look back and you're not gonna regret. And so I living a life of not having regret, not looking back and going, oh, I shoulda, coulda, if I only would've. No shoulda, coulda, would'ves. Just go for it.
Just go for it. Well, just like we were all singing We Don't Talk About Bruno, I could see that song becoming something that gets stuck in our head. Where can people find the full album? Just everywhere we normally do?
Yeah, you can find it in Desert Book. I have an incredible label, A Shadow Mountain. You can find it on Amazon and, of course, on all streaming platforms. I mean, so excited to be here. I was here for the Magnify event and then being here at Studio 5 again. And like I tell you, ladies, I've got half of me in LA, half just hanging with my family, half in my 9-to-5 and half in them traffic lights. I know I could be better, barely holding it together. Thanks for asking, I'm just a person in 20 halves. That's where I'm at.
That's where she's at. We love it. I didn't even ask her to do that, you guys. You are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Your light really does shine. It's really great to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.